Hi, and welcome to Some Financial. Today I want to show you a new wine tips after the first one a couple of days ago. So we continue to stay on white wine. Today I want to show you a white wine from one of my favorite country when it comes to wine, which is Austria. Today I want to show you Fritz Wieninger, is Wiener Gemischter Satz, Ried Ulm, Erste Lage. So we are in a quite special place. We are in Wien, in Austria. Wien has a long tradition when it comes to production of wine, but it's not before the 2013 that actually got the DAC status, which is the Districtus Austria Controllatus status, which is the highest classification status in Austria. And one of the reason, or one of the trailblazer which actually made it possible to get this status for the Wiener Gemischter Satz, it's actually this producer, Wieninger, Weingut Wieninger, in the person of Fritz Wieninger. Very energic character. I met him a couple of times. Last time was in November after my advanced sommelier exam. I had the pleasure to visit his winery again and meet him again. It's quite an energic character. He made wine for over 25 years, strong personalities, and the wines shows this character of the winemaker itself. 25 years of experience. He had when he was young, he was actually doing some wine in California in his youth, so he fell in love with that. So even though his focus has always been to have a revival of the Gemischter Satz and be ambassador for it, he does as well a line called Select and Grand Select of more Burgundy varieties, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, with a more international approach. But now we talk about the Nussberg Ried Ulm Wiener Gemischter Satz. So first of all, a quite important differentiation. You might find Gemischter Satz and Wiener Gemischter Satz. The category with the DAC, so with the status Districtus Austria Controllatus, is the Wiener Gemischter Satz. If it says only Gemischter Satz on the label, then it doesn't have the status. But what is a Gemischter Satz? It's a quite special wine. Gemischter Satz historically was a wine drunk mainly by the Viennese, and is what is called a field blend. So that means that you have several varieties. For example, in this case, in the Nussberg Ried Ulm, we have 9 different varieties, which includes Pinot Blanc or Weissburgunder, Neuburger, Riesling, Grünweltliner, and so on. And they are harvested all together at the same time, pressed together and made together. So a field blend is basically a blend of different varieties growing in the same spot and harvested and vinified together. Ried Ulm is a parcel in an area on the west bank of the Danube called Nussberg. It's a more or less 200-hectare area, which has different parcels, which have the Erste Lage status, which is a kind of Premier Cru status. And that's because it's quite new, this classification. They are still working on the Grosse Lage, which is the Grand Cru, in a way, classification. But so far, they came as far as the Erste Lage. So far, we have 12, if I remember correct, different sites with the Erste Lage status. What's special with this wine is that the Ried Ulm is a parcel very close to the Danube, or the Donau, as they call it in Austria. So we are very close to the river, a lot of climatic influence from there. And the soil, it's very, very, after a small subsoil of Viennese sand. Underneath that we have a lot of limestone. So that gives this wine a really good freshness and minerality. Wieninger is also one of the ambassadors of the biodynamic, because since 2008 it turned biodynamic. So all the grapes are, for example, end harvest, and it follows the biodynamic principle when it comes to growing them. As I said, 9 grape varieties, 1 year on the release. The result is a quite powerful wine. This is not a light, zesty wine, to put it like that. We have almost 14.5% of alcohol in it, but it's very well balanced. You don't feel it at all, actually. Due to the soil, the acidity is quite high, a lot of citrus and salty and mineral character to it, but due to the different varieties in the blend, we have as well a quite good complexity to it, because together with the citrus and with the minerals, we have as well some stone fruit, we have some pear and apple and tropical fruits. And what is really beautiful with this wine, and I can confirm it because I actually taste some old vintages, is that the possibility to age. It has a really beautiful aging potential, and it does age really beautiful. I taste as far back as 2008 vintage, and even though you of course will lose maybe the primary fruit, and you will lose maybe the citrus, fresh citrus and the tropical character, but you gain more of the dry stone fruit, the ripe lemon, you get honey, you get the dried yellow flower, dried chamomile. It's really beautiful and complex wine. It's quite simple to get it, at least here in Norway. Really good value for money, around 300 krona at the Monopoly. So really, this is something to fill up your cellar and leave it. It does work very well with rich kind of dishes. For example, I opened a bottle a couple of days ago, and I pair it with my carbonara, so it's a quite rich, tasty dish. So really, all-around wine that you can either enjoy it as it is or pair it with rich food. So go and buy it. Well, thank you for today. I'll come back in a couple of days with new wine tips. So for now, skål, and remember, Fritz Wieninger, Wiener, Gemischter, Satz, Ried Ulm. Thank you very much.